MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is all around the minor league. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference maker in this game. He hasn't been missing much lately, hitting 3 home runs over the last 10 ball games. Not an eye-popping statistic, but still a good indication that he's been in a groove at the plate.
Frank Cedeno is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he just hasn't been able to get anyone out. Hitters are hitting over 300 against him this year.
The man, Mad Dog, will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the... Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. And this will work as a sacrifice as they get the out at first, but the runner moves into scoring position at second base. And with that, here's a look at the defense we'll see from Reading. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Leading off the inning, the man, Mad Dog, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Hit hard toward the right side, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He's around first on his way to second now, and a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
John Hashimoto will get a chance now following the leadoff double.
And being a left-handed hitter, he'll at least have a chance to pull one on the ground. Get that tying run over to third base with just 1 out.
Hey, I need you right here, 1 time.
Hey, wait for a good one and drive, and I'll pick one out.
Drilled on the ground is short. A quick out number 1.
Right here.
Third baseman, number 6.
So stepping in, number 6, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Smoked on the ground left side. Oh, what a dive. In time.
Oh, what a play. Well, by rights, this should have been an RBI single. But that's one heck of a play out there on defense. The run's still going to score, but what an exceptional defensive effort out there to at least get an out on the play.
At the plate, the man, Mad Dog. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Hard hit ball to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Hey, come on, baby. See it.
John Hashimoto will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 6 full, and we are tied 2-2.
Turn right here.
The man, Mad Dog, ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Right now,
Lifted in the air out to right. Hearn will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and one man left on. We've played 8 full. The Fisher Cats lead it 3-2. And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, Matty, sounds good to me. They needed him to come out and give some support when he was called on, and he gave them a very good outing out of the bullpen. Enough to make him our Player of the Game.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Fisher Cats can't get enough of that name. They win it 3-2. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Fisher Cats, 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Titans, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Today, Getaway Day, the finale of this 4-game set between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. What's the key for them if they want to split this series, Steve?
Well, I think what this team tries to do is string together enough hits where they put crooked numbers on the board in multiple innings. They always are hitting. They've always got guys on base, and those rallies get started with an extra base hit. Johnny Elmore, a southpaw from New Jersey, gets the starting gig in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, you take a look at that ERA. He has not been good this year. Got to throw a lot better, and hopefully he can start doing that in this one.
Todd Hearn will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Now a snap throw to first. Don't want to forget about him.
Just keeping an eye on him.
In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. 1-0 count. Here it is. And the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And these are dangerous up there. Good reaction that time to get out of the way of that pitch, but no chance for the catcher to even get a glove on this one, and it's going to be a wild pitch.
The man, Mad Dog, will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Mad Dog.
You can do it. Stay hot right now. Stay hot.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first.
Right here.
Swing and a liner. Foul. 2 down, runners at first and second. The A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Jim Escobar set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And costly, as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Oh, and this is a very dangerous location right here. Good reactions that time just to get out of the way of the pitch, but no chance for the catcher to get a glove on it.
Jerome Hawley is into the box, reached base via the walk in his first appearance.
Hawley.
One down, one down.
And this one gets away.
Hey, strike him out. Clutch up right here.
And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base.
Just a four-seam fastball that time. Nothing too out of the ordinary. It just sort of looked like it got on him just a little bit quicker than he expected.
In now, Robert Driscoll. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And this is a spot where you can't be a shortstop here and try to pick the ball. You got to slide that body over and let that chest protector do the job for you. This one winds up a wild pitch.
The man, Mad Dog, stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Here's the first pitch to him. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out.
Yeah, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Hearn on the move, and that's the 3rd out. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. The man, Mad Dog, will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Avalos racing back, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the 1st out. The man, Mad Dog, will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Hey, drive those guys in. Here we go.
Trying to hold the lead. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Hey, keep going up there. Clutch up.
And now a pitch lined into right field. He comes through. It's a base hit. In comes the runner from 3rd, and we are tied here in the 8th.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Bob Richard steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away.
Looking good. No one better up there. Here we go.
And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position.
Now batting, right fielder.
John Hashimoto stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip.
Hey, clutch up right now for us, kid.
And here's a swing and a miss, and that, folks, is a big out number 2.
You got the go-ahead run in scoring position in this situation, and you come up with a huge strikeout like that. You're pumping your fist. Your intensity is a little bit higher. This guy is focused in right now and very happy with his results.
Hey, drive him in for us.
Garrett Hernandez steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. 2 men are on with 2 men out.
Hey, your turn. Drive him in. Keep it going.
And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. But the tying run comes across here, so it looks like this could be a wire job. 9th inning coming up. All tied at 1-1. The man, Mad Dog, steps in to get the home side started here in the 10th.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hearn is in pursuit. 1 away. A tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fellow right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. Reading comes out on top in this one, 3-1. So long, everybody.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Fightin' Phils, 3 runs.
All right, tonight's Double-A Eastern League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. The man, Mad Dog, is our subject as he enters this game riding a 10-game hitting streak. Steve, what do you think about his chances of extending it in this game?
Well, Matt, we all know that these streaks are always tough to keep going, especially when people start to catch on that they're actually happening. Plus, the pressure just keeps rising the longer they get. Now, this isn't really that long a streak by any means, so I doubt that he's feeling any pressure yet. I think he's just really having fun with it. But if he continues to stick to that same approach he's had over the last 10, I think he's got a good shot to keep it going for a little while longer. And, you know, it always helps if you get that hit out of the way in your very first at-bat. So we'll see if he can get that done in this one.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Hartford Yard Goats. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in that 6th spot. He's been crushing the ball lately, hitting over 450 in the last 10 games. He's doing a great job of going with what he's given. He's making them pay when it's a mistake pitch.
Brian Avalos, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
The man, Mad Dog, digs in as one of the more dangerous hitters in baseball right now as he's got a 10-game hitting streak to his credit.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here. Need you right here, kid. Come on, Chief, one time. Here we go.
Belted, deep center field. Garcia ranging back at the track, the wall. And this one is gone, a home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Number 10 for him on the year as they move on top 4-0.
Boy, give these guys some credit. They've come into this game swinging the bats, and they've jumped all over this guy. 3-run homer here makes it 4-0 already here in the first, and these guys look like they're out.
Martin Franco will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come.
Franco.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back.
Simple throw over there.
Hey, no one down here.
In there, strike 1. And Eric, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
And they come into this one off a 500 homestand, which is not terrible, but nothing to get too excited about.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Hashimoto will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He had 3 hits and 3 RBIs in the last game. Look for him to continue being aggressive on pitches in the zone as he tries to carry over some of that success.
Chris Garcia is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and 1 away.
Well, too bad that last guy couldn't advance the man into scoring position, so now it's probably going to take a gapper to get him home.
Double him up. Let's go.
First offering on its way. Hard liner toward short, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Relay.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Vladimir Gonzalez will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Gonzalez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and then 1 pitch later, he essentially turns that single into a scoring position on the wild pitch.
Stepping in, the man, Mad Dog, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, he's got great numbers right here, hitting over 350 against righties where he just rakes.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game as they open it up to 6-2 now.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Martin Franco will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Hey,
Hits are even at 7 apiece. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Digging in to try it again, Gordon Rivera. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Nope. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Throw over to the bag.
Oh, he's in.
Runner back safely. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 2-0.
Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
Here's the 2-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Here it is on 3-0. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Now there are 2 ways you can go here as a pitching coach. So he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. Some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. Other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. You really got to read them the riot act.
The man, Mad Dog, stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Here's a high pop-up. Rivera is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. The man, Mad Dog, will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed.
Oh, baby, see you drive it.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
All right, come on now, let it fly.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he drops it. Trying to do a little too much out there, so that'll go into the books as an E2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble.
Go 2-2-2.
Running hard. He's digging for second. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Right center field. This is a fastball, and he just slashes this thing the other way into the gap. No real chance for the outfielders to cut that one off, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Garrett Hernandez takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield will probably do it, but you can bet those guys coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
He beat it.
And the runner back.
Come on, guy, get your pitch right here.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
The left fielder, number
You know,
23.
it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think...
John Hashimoto will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time. Hey, like you can up there, huh?
Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
And you know what? That might be a little frustration coming out right here. You didn't get the call on the pitch before. You're a little bit steamed out there. And here, pretty clearly trying to overthrow this ball, and it winds up getting away from him.
Stuart Harmon will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
A ball hit hard to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Babe De La Rosa gets a great opportunity to drive in some runs and add to this lead, but the double play is in order.
Now, definitely trying to pitch for the ground ball right here, and as a hitter, you've just got to look for something up in that zone, something you can drive.
Bounce to first. The second for one. On to first, but not in time. He beats it out to keep the inning alive, and the run is in to score.
Well, I'm a little surprised that he wouldn't come home with this ball. That's always going to be a tough turn at second for the double play, and you know you're only going to get one, so why not take the lead runner at home to save yourself a run?
The man, Mad Dog, stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey, one pitch right here. One out.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Wait for a good one, huh?
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Hey, no one better. Let's go, kid.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Yee has a read on it, and that retires the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Fisher Cats lead it 12-7. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Fisher Cats can't get enough of that name. They win it 12-8. Good night, everybody.
Time of the ball game is at 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
And we welcome you back to today's minor league pregame show as we close in on Double-A Eastern League Baseball with our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. The man, Mad Dog, is in the glow as he enters this one, having carried his team offensively last time out. He drove in a bunch of runs and really looked dialed in with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, that was one of those games you won't forget for some time to come. He was at the plate in some really important situations, and man, did he pull through. I'd say he kind of single-handedly changed the course of the game, and although that performance will be a tough one to match in this one, I know his manager and teammates are hoping he's got some more magic left in that bat.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Hartford Yard Goats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
You know, I'm looking forward to seeing what that guy in the 5 spot can do. Last month, he drove in over 20 runs. He's proven he's one of the best run producers in this lineup. And if he can continue that level of production, it's going to go a long way toward helping this team win ball games.
Lewis Griffin, a right-hander from the state of Maryland, is on the mound here. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, his batting average.
The man, Mad Dog, will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Come on, big guy, stay hot up there.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Stay hot right now, stay hot.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2.
Stay hot now.
Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Come on, big guy, stay hot up there.
High and deep to right center field. Garcia racing back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. I mean, now that's his 3rd home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
David Who gets his first try now, and he's seen that average climb the last week or so.
Fielder, David
Hey, one away, one away. Hey, now get ahead right here.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Runners on first with one down. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Here it comes, 0-2. Got him. And with that, let's check out the Fisher Cats on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, defensively, they have the lowest fielding percentage in the majors. Not a lot of fun when you're out on the mound and you don't know if the guys behind you are going to make the play. We'll see what happens here.
Tom Ma gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak.
Hey, get ahead. Stay ahead right here. Fellas.
First pitch is a breaking ball, taken down and away for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
2-0, here it is. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taken 2.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
The man, Mad Dog, steps in with another shot to do some damage after hitting a 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Let's go.
Pitch out.
1-0.
Nothing doing.
Pitch, drive it right here.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big dog. Hey, your pitch right here. Let's go.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Yeah, if you're going to start an at-bat with a pitch out, it means you're willing to let a guy hit from ahead in the count. And we all know that batting averages are much higher on 1-0 than they are on 0-1. They've learned the hard way, then.
Bob Richard stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And you know what? That might be a little frustration coming out right here. You didn't get the call on the pitch before. You're a little bit steamed out there. And here, pretty clearly trying to overthrow this ball, and it winds up getting away from him.
John Hashimoto has a golden opportunity to give his guys the lead as he stands in with 3 men aboard.
And Matt, it's early in this game, but this is a big moment right here. It doesn't matter when you score your runs, just that you score more in the end.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. 1 run is scored.
Take a turn. Look.
And not in time as the 2nd run scores.
Oh, what about a big at-bat right there with the bases loaded. I thought he might get all 3 runners home, but you'll see a nice job out there of playing the carom off the wall, getting the ball back into the infield, and that'll keep this a 2-run double as they'll hold.
The man, Mad Dog, strides into the box now, launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Out in front of it, strike 1. On his way to pitch number 75. To short, hit hard. Tompkins is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Fisher Cats are out in front, 5-4. Vladimir Gonzalez ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Here's the first pitch to him. Little dribbler back at him. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We're through 6 full. The Fisher Cats lead it 5-4. Martin Franco comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
Stay ahead right now.
And this one gets away. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position.
And with the tying run on first, this is a bad time to lose the handle on one. But nevertheless, this will move them up 90 feet to second. And now just a simple ground ball to the right side could put them in excellent shape to tie this ball game up.
Chris Garcia will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. But he just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
But the runner's back easily. Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And another foul ball. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
And this is a spot where you can't be a shortstop here and try to pick the ball. You got to slide that body over. This one winds up a wild pitch.
The man, Mad Dog, will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Let her rip, let her rip.
He's set. Here it comes. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Garcia is there. One down. Chris Garcia steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
You know, sometimes when you come into the game, the mound on the field is a little bit different than the one out there in the bullpen. I don't know if that affected him here at all. Maybe I'm just making excuses for him, but he hasn't been in the game for all that long, and he's already uncorked a wild pitch.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Yard Goats win it 13-5. So long, everybody.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes.
It's baseball. It's the show. And it comes your way next.
Fisher Cat.
And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, you know, they have to be hoping for a turnaround from their leadoff hitter. He's really in a slump, hitting less than 200 in his last 10 games. Opposing pitchers have had his number, and he needs to mix up his approach in the box if he wants to get out of this.
Lee McWilliams will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, one of the anomalies of this season, he has just not pitched well at home. Really struggled all season long.
Devin Marrero will stand in, 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's ball game.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base.
That is impressive speed right there when you can still steal a base on a slide step. Wow, that was nice.
Striding into the box, the man, Mad Dog, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now he turns on a fastball and is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. And with that, here's a look at the Portland defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, if you can say there is a defensive threat on this team, he's standing down there at first base. I say that because he's very good at keeping balls in front of him, helping his fellow infielders. Just a guy.
Rico Quintero is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Come on, guys.
In there at the knees, strike one.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. The 0-1 pitch. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here it comes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. Nobody out, runner on first. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter
Justin Malone is into the box, reached base via the walk in his first appearance.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Runners off for second. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
We've already seen the ball's not really traveling all that well here tonight, so both these managers might start thinking, we got to shake it up a little here offensively. So they turn him loose here, and he's into scoring position with the
Stepping in, the man, Mad Dog, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, he's got great numbers right here, hitting over 350 against righties where he just rakes.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hernandez is in pursuit. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second. The man, Mad Dog, will stand in for the third time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Here we go.
Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Well, that hit extends his streak to lucky number 13 now. That's almost 2 full weeks where he's been swinging it.
Bob Richard will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th.
Hey, need you right here, kid. Drive something.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Swing, strike 2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We're through 6 full. The Fisher Cats lead it 2-1. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Rico Quintero. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And they got him.
Oh, this is something that never, ever should happen. I mean, you're the tying run over there. I'll drive a manager up a wall.
The man, Mad Dog, gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Come on, guy, get your pitch up there.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Fisher Cats can't get enough of that name. They win it 2-1. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game: for the victorious Fisher Cats, 2 runs on 8 hits. 2 errors, they left 10 men on base. For the Sea Dogs, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors, they left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Your New Hampshire Fisher Cats.
And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. EK, any thoughts?
Well, you know, you better not sleep on that guy hitting 7. He's facing a righty on the mound in this one, and he has been hammering right-handers all year long with an average up over 400 so far. That's pretty remarkable. So I think it's safe to say he's likely to be a factor.
Alberto Padilla, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, really, his last start looked like he was throwing to Group 3.
Pablo Hernandez will stand in, and he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks as you see the average there over the course of the last 9 ball games.
All right, come on now.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. The 1-0 delivery. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. EK, as we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here this afternoon. They're on a nice little run. Winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And it's been a good series for them so far here, too. They've been able to take the first 2 games, and now they're set up in good shape to make it a clean sweep.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left.
I got it.
Hudson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Hold it right there, hold it.
Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be looking to see if that guy in the 7th spot can stay hot. He's been a force to be reckoned with when he's on the road like he is in this one. His batting average is over 400 in away games, so I expect to see some good at-bats.
2 outs. Let's get
Brandon Wolf set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to
Be
score.
safe.
Runner back safely.
Hey, get ahead right here.
And again a throw, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Yeah! And that's taken for strike 1.
And one thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
A runner on first with 2 away. And this one's in the dirt. But fortunately here, no advance. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Cut it.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes to the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning, but this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
The man, Mad Dog, will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Mad Dog.
Into the windup and the pitch. hits it high and deep out to center field. Hernandez ranging back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 13 for him on the year, and this ball game is tied at 1.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Justin Malone in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Justin
Get the
Malone.
ground ball.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey!
In there, no balls and a strike. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
And the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And these are dangerous up there. Good reaction that time to get out of the way of that pitch, but no chance for the catcher to even get a glove on this one, and it's going to be a wild pitch.
Jason Bradley stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
And this one gets away. That could be a run. And it is a run.
Yeah, that's his second wild pitch of the game, and this one's going to cost him. It almost looked like he got a cleat stuck on that delivery because this is nowhere close. That runner's going to come in and score from third.
Now to the plate, the man, Mad Dog. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, anytime you can take a fastball like that and hit it dead center, you know you're pretty much on your game. So you got to look for them to try to work him a little bit differently. Get it away from him. Get it down and in. Do something. Throw him some off-speed pitch. You don't want to throw him the same pitch he saw last time.
And it's quickly 0-2. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Hey, you can't find it. Be patient, huh? Let's just come to you.
This is line to left. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a two-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Peter Hudson is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Here it comes, 0-2. Swing at a high pop, drifting into foul territory. Bradley is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. The tag, and he's out at second. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 4 full, and the Sea Dogs lead this one 2-1. Jason Bradley steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second.
Hey, now we got 2.
First things first, here's a throw over.
Safe.
And the runner back.
Keeping him close.
He's set. Here it comes.
Ball.
Low for ball one.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
2 out with the man at first. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Now a move over to first.
No, he's safe.
A dive, but he's back. And another throw
He's
over,
safe.
keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Must think something's up.
Here's the 1-1 delivery.
2 balls, 1
Fastball
strike.
not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
Ball.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit hard down the line.
Elbow.
But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. To first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Sea Dogs lead it 3-1. The man, Mad Dog, will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling.
Hey, any way you can, any way you can. Here we go.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
High and deep to right center field. Hernandez looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His 2nd home run of the game, as it's now a 3-all ball game.
Kind of funny when you think about all the guys in this lineup that you have to worry about. This is the guy that has their 2 home runs. Now, normally I'd just say, hey, throw the ball down the middle and take your chances with this guy, but that plan hasn't been working.
The man, Mad Dog, will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
Hey, drive those
And
guys
they
in.
better
Here we
be
go.
careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
Like you can. Come on.
Touch up for us. Right guy, right place.
Belted. Deep center field. Hernandez going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Around third and being waved on home. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Peter Hudson will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
He had a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Here we go. Touch up for us here. Looking good. No one better up there. Here we go. Here we go now. Come on now.
Looking to keep
One
this
time.
a 1-run game. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit?
Hey, your pitch.
John Hashimoto steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ball game, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We've played 8 full. The Fisher Cats are out in front, 4-3. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Fisher Cats can't get enough of that name. They win it 4-3. So long, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious Fisher Cats.
All right, tonight's Double-A Eastern League action is drawing nearer as we welcome you back to our minor league pregame show with the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. The man, Mad Dog, is our subject. Coming off a last game in which he was really outstanding in the clutch moments, collecting a whole bucket full of RBI, so he'll be looking to emulate that type of performance here again in this one.
Yeah, and you said it, Matt. He was clutch. And, you know, some guys just have that uncanny ability to come through when it really matters. In baseball, it's usually when there are runners in scoring position, and he found himself up in that situation a number of times. It was pretty special to watch him out there, so I'm excited to see what he does to back it up.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Hartford Yard Goats. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
You know, they need to start getting better production from their number 3 hitter. A lot of his problems are coming on the road where he's hitting less than 250. It can be difficult to stay in a rhythm when you're traveling, but that's no excuse. He knows he can do a lot better.
Manny Casilla, a Massachusetts-born right-hander, will get the start in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really
Stephen Yee will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Stay ahead right now.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. EK, our visitors here as they take the field tonight.